Hello, everybody, and welcome to the This Week in TheTechBoy podcast. As you can see, we're using our Samsung DeX Experience. Finally got it right. We're using a screen recorder. I'll show you guys how we got all this set up. Sorry to all the headphone listeners out there if you're having trouble hearing. I know it's hard using the phone's internal microphone because I did not want to have to sync audio from my microphone/camera to the phone. Even though it's technically not supported by audio recording applications, it still is picking up from that mic. So let's get into today's first topic, which is going to be my new setup. So my laptop was acting slowly, so I was like, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. So I use Samsung DeX, the beauty of Samsung DeX. Now, this is a really old monitor, so it's not optimized for Samsung DeX. It's not the best. But Samsung DeX has been alright. It's sometimes disconnected, which I hope it does not do here because then I have to re-record the entire thing. There is no good live podcasting software for it. Like StreamYard doesn't let me share my screen because I'd be using that. Streamlabs app actually forces you to go live. You cannot record. And of course, you cannot connect external cameras to Android unless you use a special application. It's actually that red application down there, which is my external camera. But you can't access them in applications such as like Zoom or something. I read that WebEx lets you do that. I was going to record WebEx, but it didn't really work out that well. And also, I don't know if it's something wrong with DeX or my dongle, probably the dongle, but my regular wired headphones do not work on this software. This dongle, the Acorn dongle, bought it like 3 times because it's kind of broken. So buy, return. Sorry, you spent like $20. There's a review of it on the website. And you may be asking how am I recording? I'm using this application called AZ Screen Recorder. So it's recording internal sound, external sound, and obviously the camera. We were going to use the USB camera and then just have like a window here and all that. And as you saw that, we have a new intro because we can't really play the intro from here. But it's still a nice intro. I like the intro. It's kind of like Ali Beth's technique. So we'll probably throw that into all the podcasts from now on to keep it in line with all the TechBoy media properties. Speaking of the TechBoy media and media companies, let's talk about social media. Twitter is not social media. You got Twitter Spaces, which I might actually start doing live, but I don't want to use the application. I don't really use social media apps. You can upload larger file videos, self-size videos. People can subscribe to you. It's basically $8 a month web hosting. If you spend $8 and get enough followers or something, people can subscribe to you. You can post long texts of posts. Sorry for the redundancy. You can do plenty more. It's more than just, here's 140, 280 characters, right? And yeah, so I think it's more of a media company. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in the frame. And also Shortwave added some AI functionality, and it's okay, right? Whatever. I don't even really use Shortwave. I just saw it in my inbox, wrote an article about it. Go read that on the website on thetechboy.org. And I'm happy to announce that we do have article translation still built in. It's just on the sidebar all the way down here. And it's translate widget right there. And whenever you post a comment, like if you were to post a comment or something, it's not letting. Oh yeah. Assume you posted a comment, right? Do not click the post a comment button. Just click the actual Google button. Okay? Thanks, because that actually works. And we'll still get this website thing figured out and fixed. All right, now let's go on to our next topic, Apple WWDC, and I'm actually in the weird, strange, and sad position, probably, of reacting to this video, okay, and disagreeing with someone. Apple released the Vision Reality Pro headset, right? And I'm not even a fan of Apple, but I'm a fan of technology. So I'm going to react to this video of why the Apple Vision Pro is such a bad thing. But I can tell you word for word what he's going to say. It's going to be like messing with families or something, and Yeah. Where is it? Oh yeah, the disturbing reality of augmented reality. It's gonna, isolate families even further, keep them away from the screens, and used to be out in the woods playing something, right? Look. I respect him. I like the content. Reacted to his colleague with the Gingy Terms video. It's really good. I like the content, but I also do like tech. So let's react to this and see if he makes good points. I'm just gonna. Sorry.
If you're worried that people in our country are not focused enough on their phones, are not absorbed enough in technology to the exclusion of everyone and everything else, if you're deeply concerned that we are not isolated enough, that we're not doing enough to block out the real world in favor of our electronic devices, if you are the sort of person who wakes up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, terrified that we are not all devoting enough of our lives to staring at our screens, if your biggest complaint about the modern world is that we all spend too much time touching grass and not nearly enough time with our faces buried in our phones, then, well, Apple has some good news for you. Introducing Apple Vision Pro, which is the tech giant's quote-unquote revolutionary new spatial computer, otherwise known as a phone that you wear directly on your face. Business-wise,
it's not a phone. There's no SIM card slot. Just keep that in there. Here, it's not a phone. Just saying.
Has more, quote, Apple today unveiled Apple Vision Pro, a revolutionary spatial computer that seamlessly blends digital content with the physical world while allowing users to stay present and connected to others.
Exactly.
Vision Pro creates an infinite canvas for apps that scales beyond the boundaries of a traditional display and introduces a fully three-dimensional user interface.
I'm just wondering what apps, because all I saw in the demo was like Safari and ooh, you got Safari. What are you gonna do? Make PowerPoint presentations? Like, are they gonna be Mac apps or something?
Controlled by the most natural and intuitive inputs possible, a user's eyes, hands, and voice. Featuring Vision OS, the world's first spatial operating system, Vision Pro lets users interact with digital content in a way that feels like it is physically present in their space. The breakthrough design of Vision Pro features an ultra-high-resolution display system that packs 23 million pixels across two displays and custom Apple silicon in a unique dual-chip design to ensure every experience.
I just wonder how he's gonna react to this because he's not really that into tech, so like it's just gonna be kind of funny.
Feels like it's taking place in front of the user's eyes in real time.
He's gonna say, "Oh, great."
Now, it's a lot of fancy words describing what is undoubtedly a fancy device, but not really revolutionary. Apple is not inventing anything new here. These big, dumb-looking...
True. That is true. Microsoft has, one back now pointed out that they have the, rocket glasses, so yeah.
Nerd goggles have existed for a while and have been making
whatever.
People look like dorks from the future for a while.
There's no reason.
These nerd goggles aren't different in kind, but they are fancier and much more expensive, hitting the market at $3,500 a pop, or what the average American might know as 2 months of mortgage payments. Of course, in these tough economic times,
the average American's not paying for a Vision Pro. Okay, look. The average American teenager, right? They might go splurge on an iPhone 14. Well, it's not really a splurge. They probably just get from the carrier and whatever. They probably ain't paying for stuff. Whatever. They might go splurge on an iPhone 14, right? And bring it to school. No one's coming to school with a $3,000 3D camera spatial headset on coming to school. Like, oh, guys, look, I got the Apple Vision. No, that's not how it's going to work, okay? It's going to be used at home, not when you're around with people. And the people who can afford it are going to, like people, of course it's expensive. It is the power of a Mac, I think, M2 chip. It has the, it's good design, right? 3D cameras. Look, this puts me in the weird position of not defending him and defending Apple, which is, look, I respect him. I'm just saying, like, no one's going to, it's not that simple.
The only people who should be spending $3,500 on a toy are like millionaires. Yet if history is any guide,
it's not a toy per se. It's a tool, not one that you need or I need. And of course, the price would probably come down eventually.
lots of non-millionaires, lots and lots of them, will line up to spend money that they don't have on this bull they don't need and which won't make
That's their problem, not Apple's. Capitalism.
their lives better in any substantive way. And then many of those same people will complain that they need help paying off their student loans. Anyway.
Funny. Look, okay. How about this? We propose that anyone who has that system, who owns it themselves, not like was given to them, does not get paid student loans. In fact, ever.
Anyway, if you want to know more about the nerd goggles, here's a promo video that Apple played for a large crowd yesterday. Watch.
Your surroundings become an infinite canvas. Use your apps anywhere and make them any size you want. Capture photos and videos and relive your most important memories in an entirely new way. Watch your movies, shows, and sports, and immerse yourself in games on a giant screen surrounded by spatial audio.
Yes, immerse yourself in the screen. Live inside the screen. Be the screen. Block out everything but the screen.
It doesn't block out everything. There's a bypass, but I get it. Ugh.
Populate with the screen and make little screen babies and start a screen family together.
What?
To replace the real family that you're neglecting.
Neglected? Having an Apple Vision Pro and using it does not mean that you're neglecting your family.
There's a lot more to learn about these screens. These are very special screens indeed. Even more special than the last really special screen that Apple made. For more information on the screen, here's another promo video. This one gives perhaps the best look at the technical capabilities of these nerd goggles and also the deepest appreciation for just stupid they make people look. Watch.
Honestly, they look like ski goggles. He doesn't look that stupid.
Dreamer, you're nothing but a dreamer. Well, can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said dreamer.
Let me guess. There's this unmarried man, has no family, no life, in his own virtual reality world, and that makes it awful. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I do think that voice to type for private text messages is an entirely awful idea. Good thing they have YouTube support.
You say you are a dreamer. Well, can you put your hands in your head? Oh no, I said fudge.
Who wants to sit on their couch wearing that on their face? You know, you're starting out in your career.
Lots of people want to have an immersive. Hey, guys. You know, there was this mildly popular, you know, in student circles thing known as the, it's called Adventures in Odyssey. And there's this device called the Imagination Station that lets you be in a virtual world and teaches you Bible stories. Just saying, imagine watching this in 3D spatial audio.
X-Men. They truly do look
I miss.
ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Who wants to walk around their house looking like a reject from the X-Men?
You don't walk around it. It's more like a personal computer. You sit down and you use it. No one's walking around it. No. Besides, like,
They truly do look very, very stupid. And this is the one fact that I still hang my hopes on. Maybe the nerd goggles will fail to take off simply because they're ugly and awkward and anyone who wears them looks like a huge dork. Perhaps our vanity will win out in a war with our materialism. We can only hope. But there are other problems, aside from the fact that they make you look like the sort of person who, sits alone at the lunch table and gets bullied and shoved in a locker. Perhaps problem.
Who cares what people think? You don't. I don't. Let people wear their glasses in peace-ish. Kind of. Sorry.
It's even more significant than that, if you can believe it. Problems like the final and total forfeiture of any semblance of privacy or autonomy. Apple says that its nerd goggles will offer you an augmented reality, but Apple can't augment your reality without first having total unfettered access to it.
Augmented reality is as simple as if I were to take my phone and draw something on it. It's called Samsung AR Zone. But whatever, sure, go to the metaphysical. But you can always take the glasses off and such and such. Besides, the sky high prices, like millions of people are not going to line up and buy it. It is $3,499. Even if millions of people aren't just going to line up and buy it because A, like you said, they look bad on you ish, and 3, it is, according to him, 2 months of mortgage payments. So no, people aren't going to run around with these things on. It's more like a personal computer, not a device that you wear on your screen. It's not like Google Glass.
So with the nerd goggles, Apple can see everything you see. It can literally track every movement you make. It can track where your eyes
Unless you use ExpressVPN.
move. You are granting them access to every part of your life, every movement, not to mention
It can track where your eyes move. Oh, wow. How nice. Ever heard of the iPhone X? I'm pretty sure it scans 30 million pixels on your, for face recognition. Track where your eyes move. What? Huh?
mention every part of your home.
If Apple wanted to see every part of your home, what do you think is easier? A big TV screen size goggle on you with 3D cameras? Or a mini 6.5 inch screen with 3 cameras on them? Besides, you'll probably take that to more private events. You're not gonna take your nerd goggles to like the bathroom, but you might take your phone. So yeah, no.
Now, hopefully,
Besides, that's gonna cost lots of bandwidth if millions of people buy it and are sending 3D images of their homes to Apple. But I digress.
if you've been paying attention at all for the past 20 years, you know that this is not some kind of paranoid conspiracy theory. Big tech tracks, catalogs, stores, and monetizes every piece of you that it has access.
True, but like, what are they gonna do? Sell your eye interactions on websites with Safari? That might be weird and bad, and he's actually making a good point there-ish.
This too. If you wear their devices on your face and literally experience your everyday physical reality through one of their filters, you will.
He's missing the point. It is I reiterate, it is a personal computer. You sit down and you use it. It never shows anyone running around. It is basically an iPhone, iPad-ish, that you sit down and you use in augmented reality. You're not supposed to walk around with the glasses on. That's what I'm saying. That's what the iPhone's for. It can also screen mirror from your Mac.
You will have granted them access to everything. Everything. Not to mention, by the way, what about people who are walking past you while you're wearing the dumb things? Like, if I have to walk past you while you're wearing the nerd goggles, am I now?
You can.
It's like, how do I know if I'm being recorded? If I, is that image now stored somewhere?
Okay, but like, you have a YouTube channel. Hey guys. Oh, here's this awesome Dex feature. It takes over the Windows command things. It's called Windows key Shift S, and it takes a screenshot. There's also that nice button down there too. But whatever.
It takes everything. There will be almost nothing left, privacy-wise, except the thoughts inside your mind. And they'll get those too, sooner rather than later.
Well, true, they released a new diary app, so he's right about that. Except it's secure and private. But let's assume that they're lying and they're stealing all of it, and yeah, sure.
And somehow this is not even the biggest problem.
Wait. Is this the Nova box?
With the nerd goggles. The biggest problem
Oh, that's not the biggest problem? What do I think?
is that they represent one more step away from reality, away from the physical, real world. The nerd goggles promise to augment our reality, which is to make it better.
He's using the term wrong. Augmented reality. It's an overlay over the real world.
Better and greater. That's what augment means. And it plans to do this by adding more screens to it, by making life more convenient, by giving you fewer reasons to get off your couch.
I mean, apart from that last one, making life more convenient.
I don't consider this an improvement over actual reality.
It's not supposed to be. It's a face computer.
Okay, there are plenty of problems with our...
They are adding apps to the. No one in the real world thinks, you know what? iMessage, right? Did this really brightens up the scene? No, it's a face computer.
Our reality, none of which can be solved by the nerd goggles. But the one
Solved by the. No one's trying to solve problems. It's a new way of computing. It's more private and more. You don't need a monitor because it's all around you in the physical space. In fact, I'd say connects you more with the physical space. You have these digital markers in physical space.
One thing we can say about the world, the real, actual, physical world, is that it's a big place. It's a dynamic and interesting place, a place of endless possibility and real breathtaking beauty.
Yeah. And you'll never know what you explore on the next Adventures in Odyssey.
Augment? Like you're in your house with your children, you need to augment that reality?
In your house with you. Okay. Let's it is, and I don't even game. It's kind of like watching TV alone after you spend time with the children, or playing a video game after you spend time with your children, or something like that. Like, it also takes nice 3D pictures of events too, but I guess it'll tie you back to it. I think we're using the terms wrong. Like augmented reality means two different things. It's a construct. I never heard that one before.
Yeah, I'm sort of bored here in my own home, experiencing the love of my family. I need to augment this reality. You know what this reality?
Look at that face. That's not how it works. That's not how anything works.
It needs screens. Yeah, I'm looking at one of my children, but it'd be so much better if there was a screen there. Can I make my child into an app?
What? No one's. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh.
I could just store my loved ones on apps. I don't even need. I don't need real loved ones.
Oh, like taking a picture?
Ones actually. I need an app. There's an app for that.
Huh? Okay, I'm just gonna.
Just click the app. No, it's my child. Okay, put him back in the app.
As far as I know, there are no digital parenting applications on Vision OS. Like digital child.
If you want augmentation, go outside.
Mm-hmm.
You dork. Go hike a mountain.
Dang.
Go to the beach. Go do anything. Do something. Engage with your actual surroundings. Engage with the human beings in your surroundings, especially the ones in your...
You can do that. One does not negate the other. Look, guys, I can do this podcast and still talk to my family. I can walk and still crawl. I can climb a mountain and still use Apple Vision Pro, even though I would not, because I'm not an Apple fan, and because I use Android. If it wasn't for Android, I have to use my laptop. Dex.
In your own home. We already spend far too much time with our faces buried in our phones. This already has the effect of isolating us, of deprioritizing the people who are physically closest to us. Now we'll have our phones attached to our faces, which will only make this dynamic worse.
True. Yes.
Which makes me reconsider something, because I just said that eventually big tech will figure out a way to read our thoughts, but maybe not. You know, after all, they can't access our thoughts if we don't have any thoughts to begin with. And this is how we're apparently working around that problem, by becoming increasingly comatose and numb, slack-jawed, staring at screens, experiencing only what the screens want us to experience, thinking nothing in particular, developing no unique thoughts of our own, no inner life, no real identity. And so there are no thoughts. See, this is the great irony.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to make this joke. Irony? Look, you have like an hour and 30-minute Rumble show, which we'll talk about that. Like, you get paid because we use our screens to watch you. That is literally your job. I mean, what are we going to use ExpressVPN on? Like, 2 sticks and a rock?
Soon enough, they will figure out a way to read our minds, and they'll probably do it through those dumb things you're wearing on your head. But by then, our...
Okay, it's not dumb. It has an M2 chip, one of the most powerful chips ever. Though it is power hungry. And one Bagnell is upset that they couldn't add the battery thing to the back. But, I mean, if the Vision Pros do explode, I'd be glad that it explodes in my pocket and not on my head. So.
Then our minds will be empty vessels. They'll get access to our thoughts.
Isn't everyone's mind an empty vessel when they're born? I'm not a scientist, though I can't answer this question, so some scientists can't.
And there'll just be nothing there.
That question.
Nothing left to read. The devices will have already become our minds. We will be digitally lobotomized. A bunch of drooling, senile vegetables with big, dumb goggles on our face, staring at screens that only we can see, isolated from everybody, all of...
That only we can see. So, privacy? That's iPhone. Okay.
us fat and disgusting, wasting away, but too distracted to notice, and too numb to care. In other words, I don't plan to purchase the Apple Vision Pro.
Oh, wow. Wow, I couldn't have told.
In fact, they are today, and everyone who wears them are also canceled.
Dang.
If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com.
All right. On a more positive note, well, I guess not a positive note. Uh-oh. Please stay. Okay. Right, so, I'm going to talk about this. YouTube, Rumble is awful, okay? And let me tell you the reasons why. So, first of all, Rumble, when you're in a chat, you cannot at someone. I mean, like, actually at someone like you can in YouTube. Second of all, you need comments to be able to see comments and to write comments, obviously. You need to have an account. Third of all, there are no premieres it's really having a hard time transferring from YouTube to, or at least my backlog, to Rumble. The interface is awful. The mobile website does not work that well. I mean, there is an application, but the mobile website does not work that well. What I'm saying is, when you ask people to be like, "Hi, guys, leave YouTube. It's awful." Look, and this is what's probably going to kill us, right? Like the movement, right? With Matt Walsh and Daily Wire represent, right? Had Daily Wire been around in, like, say, 2007-ish, right? And they were able to create a competitor to YouTube, or maybe invest more into Rumble, which wasn't around until, like, 2013, I think. If they were able to build a competitor without giving YouTube, say, like a 7-year head start, then you'd have competition, right? So instead of criticize, and that's why all these alt tech platforms are, like, so bad. Like, Not to Be Social is by far, anyway, the best social network, Christian social network of all time, ever. It's, like, cleanly designed, can go head to head. It's probably even, like, better than Facebook, like Twitter, NTB, Facebook. I don't know about Instagram or anything. What else? But you actually have to pay for that. It's built on, like, a good experience, and etc. But Rumble and these other platforms, it's just, like, terrible. Like Fake Life French. No offense, I'm on the site, but there's not that much user interaction. There's more interaction than not to be. And Fake Life French is still under construction for, like, a week. And So what I'm saying is, you can't ask people to just go to these platforms because, YouTube's awful, without building anything. And that ties directly into the Vision Pro thing. Instead of fighting the Vision Pro thingy, right? Maybe saying it's dumb. Maybe if you can, like, push some content on there, people will become more open-minded. If you tell people inside their Vision Pro with their 3D spatial audio and 3D cameras and everything, go spend time with your family, then maybe they'll spend time with their family. We need to conquer all the platforms before they get conquered, and then we have to fight the platforms, and then we fight them, like, 5 years behind, like, after everything's moved on, right? So we've won Twitter. Maybe we can win Division Pro now. It's in its infancy, right? It's a new platform. We should be excited to see something, right? Maybe we can bring new applications and new services. Imagine seeing 3D Bible in there. Imagine seeing bringing in, like, a 3D Bible experience. It'd be like watching a Bible movie in 3D. Wouldn't that be amazing? It would be actually better 3D, by the way. To quote unquote augment your reality. Maybe you could do little hide and seeks. You can still have fun with your children with those glasses on. And so we need to make sure that we don't have to rely on these awful, terrible, trash platforms that are continually getting better, like Rumble and some of these other networks out there. But if we build our own, right? If we would have been able to build Rumble in, like, say, 2007, and YouTube comes out in 2005, it would have had more competition instead of having a 7-year head start and then pivoting, right? But right now, Vision Pro is a new battleground. It's even. It's brand new. Just came out. If we can get there first, we might be able to have the dominance and the prolificness of what big tech and YouTube and everything. That we had a power outage. No. Have now. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Have now. And that's my little rant for today. And you may be thinking, oh, this is over. But no, it is not over. Not the Bee has a new tech story for us. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Facebook. Oh no. Guys, we didn't activate night vision mode, it's just sleep mode. There you go, I'm back in color. Facebook is coming out with the Twitter competitor, right? And if we're able to get, hey, imagine not to be in Apple VR, but Samsung VR is obviously better. When they come out with it, hey, look, Apple can make a face headset. Samsung can make folding phones, but I don't know. Maybe those are too many screens. There's like one here, there's one here. Maybe we can make a folding phone screen version of Rumble. Which, speaking of big screens, and we'll get to this, some of the applications are not optimized for DeX at all. Like, even Samsung's own native secure fold application, not optimized. Yeah. So anyway, Facebook coming out with the Twitter competitor, which, I mean, it's interesting, but I think Twitter is pivoting away from what Twitter used to be. Twitter is now what I say is a publishing platform. It's web hosting, right? And let's say even if you have normal Twitter, like it's 280 characters, this will let you, I don't know, tweet out whatever you have from Instagram. But I don't know, it's lots of apps on Meta right now. Like you have the Facebook app, you have the Twitter app, you have the Instagram app. I don't know what else they have. And then you have this. And it's going to use Instagram data to populate user information. It's going to be, quote, sanely run, which probably means it's going to use Twitter as a whole terms of service. Drawing, quote, direct shade at Elon Musk's handling of Twitter, but I think it's been pretty good. Safety, ease of use, reliability. They're probably addressing that Twitter, what's it called, Spaces crash. And stable ways to grow and build their audiences, with NTP translation. So yeah, Meta releasing a new Twitter competitor. Apple releases the Vision Pro. Motorola releases new Razr Flip series of devices. What else do we want to talk about today? Well, back to the tech war. I think that is all. So if you have any questions about my opinions on certain things, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Maybe you can send a message and we'll get back to you. God bless and talk to you later. And just before I sign off, no ill will to Twitchman Walls. I like his content. Watch the thing. Watch the documentary on Twitter. Great thing. I'm just, fact checking the tech stuff. So if he watches this and wants to react to me, great. I'd be happy to do that for you guys. So tech talk to you later. And hey, I like this DeX interface, right? The monitor's a bit low resolution because it looks like it's from 2005. But hey, that's it. That's all. Let me stop the recording before I run out of storage. It's a joke. Bye. God bless America. Tech talk to you later. And I am